Yeah, I like this a lot. Because if they save the set, they're gonna recall them. And if they recall them, we get to push 5 damage. Has like 8 cards in hand right now. Yeah, he has it. Unfortunately, we don't really have any... That's not exactly what they were looking for. Having exact lethal is a lot cooler than doing it over lethal, I think.
Make the money, man. I roll the nickels. The game's mine. I deal the cards.
Platinum 2. We're making progress. Real quick, I just want to ask for y'all's continued support. Smash that like button, call in an airstrike on that subscribe bell, and leave a comment down below. And now, it's time for Riven Morgana. This is one of my favorite decks to play this season, mostly because I love hitting face with massive units for big deeps. I've always loved big numbers. Go wide early, shackle and stun your opponent's big units, and use your blade fragments to buff up your units and swing in for lethal. I think that's enough introduction. Let's get these games going.
Alright, let's get into it. Platinum 2, here we go. Lincoln.
First up, Karma Set, the Freljord version. I gotta end this game fast, or else they'll ramp into Karma, and that'll be lights out for me. I can do this.
Are they looking for trouble? Alright, so we're not really looking for disruption in the early game, because they don't really have a lot of early game. We're just looking to be the aggressor. We're looking to... That's a fantastic 1-drop on 1. They don't have any 1-drops. Sometimes they have the one... Sometimes they have the bird on 1. Depending on if they have it in their deck even. Sometimes they run it, sometimes they don't. That's a fantastic draw. Do they run... It only adds 2 damage to play the Blade Squire, and it risks them running Avalanche. So I'm just going to go ahead and open attack. And it looks like they don't have it, but they do have Ramp. And that would have been 3 less damage. I would have been trading 2 damage for... I would have been trading 3 damage for 2 damage. So I think I did make the correct call there.
Technique is for lightweights.
So I have a couple of options here, but I think the best one is to shield vault. Now it's just a matter of who do I shield vault. And I think I want to shield vault the Legion Saboteur. I think it kind of doesn't matter who I shield vault. So I'll go ahead and shield vault the quote-unquote weakest unit. because they don't want to kill this unit. So I'm going to buff the unit that they don't want to kill. Just a slight error here. I should have buffed the Legion Saboteur instead of the Razor Mace, because then I would have been left with 2-3 attack units instead of a 3 attack unit and a 2 attack unit. I missed 1 damage basically. And sometimes that 1 damage is the difference between a win and a loss. I think we want to kill the set. Yeah, I like this a lot. Because if they save the set, they're gonna recall them. And if they recall them, we get to push 5 damage. Yeah. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Okay, okay. Ooh, if they play the set, we can Morgana. That was a great draw. Now we're 4 wide to his 1. And his 1 is shackled. Even if he has another Harsh Winds, we still have lethal on the board. He'll need more than 1 answer. Which he could very easily have. He has like 8 cards in hand right now. Yeah, he has it. But it's gonna take his whole turn to do it. Unfortunately, we don't really have any
that was not.
I'm not sure if we want to shackle the set anymore.
I do not fear them. I have been through far worse than this.
I think we do, just to get the 2-3 onto the board. Oh yeah, and to get the Morgana leveled up a little bit more. Ah, War Mothers. So they're gonna get 2 more units onto the board. That's not exactly what they were looking for. But as it turns out, they did have a 1-drop. Not exactly what they were looking for. And it doesn't really matter who I give this to. I'm just gonna give it to this guy. And I'm gonna give Riven first. No, actually, I'm gonna give... She has a spell.
So I missed out on leveling the Morgana before attacking here. I should have Dark Bindinged the Yeti Yearling this turn, which would have put the Morgana to 7 out of 8 leveling, and then the Blade Fragment next turn would have leveled the Morgana, which would have shackled the units summoned by War Mother's Call, completely locking them out of blocking and ensuring lethal no matter how many answers they had in hand. Thankfully, my mistake didn't cost me this game, but it's errors like this that separate me from the greats. If I truly want to perform well at tournaments this year, I'm gonna have to shore up my gameplay.
Pretty sure we just got this. I don't know though. Their deck is half cost now, and they just drew like 7 cards. They just drew like 5 cards. They need one more answer. I think we got it because of the Dark Binding. Yeah, this game's in the bag. I don't know though. Like, it's coming down to the wire, man. I'm not gonna do it to him. I'm just gonna let it end. Having exact lethal is a lot cooler than doing it over lethal. I think.
Was not in vain.
So, a convincing victory. They certainly held on for quite a while, but that's Ionia Freljord for you. Let's get on to the next one. Now we face a real challenge, Jin Annie. Both decks are aggressive and disruptive, so we'll just have to see how this one turns out. Good luck to me.
I think I like keeping Lisa and Dolly. It slows them down. And I could take a more defensive stance, but I'm gonna play like they don't have a 1-drop.
Come on, Tibbers. It's point time.
Okay. If the 1-drop is Annie, then this is correct. If they develop, I have the Shield Vault to punish them.
I'll shoot the wings off a bilge wasp.
That's huge. That's actually huge.
Everything's in place.
I think I just go wide here.
Well, that was moot.
Yes! I want them to use their stuns here.
I have my orders.
I made a big mistake here. I should have played the Lisa and Dolly onto the Annie, not only because it makes them waste their mana, but also because it presents a blocker for the Annie. Here's the Jin.
It's moving into sight.
Yeah, I'll take this trade. And I shall present Oh, it's Razor Mace. Alright, ditching. How dare you?
Let's get it, crew.
That's a decent draw. I like developing the Riven here.
We must learn to bear.
God, I wish my mustache would stay out of my fucking nose.
First the smoke, then the fire, then the jitters!
Embrace your
Well,
as I have mine.
I have the quick attack, so I can attack with the Razor Mace. That was pretty fortunate of a draw. I think they still block with the stage hand.
Forgive me.
And they probably just don't play the Ichor. Or they do.
Explosives primed.
Or they do. Morgana is huge here.
They'll never see it coming. Behind you.
Jesus Christ.
It must be done. No looking back. You will not hurt me. It must be done.
That doesn't do anything. Okay, let's do it like this.
Here I forgot to consider the Tibbers while blocking. I should have blocked the Saboteur with the Squire instead of the Riven to prevent her from dying. I also should have at least considered not blocking with the Razor Mace to preserve that unit as well for a stronger swing next turn. Instead, I blocked with both and lost both to the Tibbers. RIP. Then, on the next turn, I foolishly played out a useless 1-drop instead of taking the free trade on the Annie. Basically, I f***ed up.
I have found such beauty in mortality.
Now they just play the Shackles, and it doesn't even matter.
Donnie, wanna play with Tippers?
Okay, that sounds like fun.
I misplayed this so hard.
We must all play our part. Stay in school, Annie. You'll make something of yourself yet.
I already made something. Fire! Oh, I wanna play.
I enjoy something.
Baby Tippers?
Cool. Spell Ember.
24 damage.
Ready.
I've got the reins.
I think I misplayed the fuck out of this game and I'm gonna lose.
For me, the spirit dance.
Well played. I'm just not even gonna...
Would I have won had I played properly? Quite possibly. Certainly would have been much closer, at the very least. So, I win one and I lose one. I'm back to where I started, more or less. I do feel pretty rough about that Jin Annie game, but so it goes. I gotta keep my chin high and keep on trucking. The next game will be better. Good luck and have fun out there, y'all, and I'll see you in the next vid.